Hey guys, this is Jenna with Hill Valley Farm, and today I wanted to let you know we are officially through the first round of kiddings for 2024. We ended up finishing last night with one of our does, and so you've met Ellie's kids and you've met Maddie's kids, and now you're going to meet Butterflies, Isabellas, I think, and Mirabellas. So first will be Hill Valley Farm Butterfly Effect 1-star M's kids. So let's get started. Right now they are sleeping peacefully, but here is Butterfly with her 4 kids. Yes, 4. So let's see. I hate to disturb them. However, this little boy was the first one born. He is a beautiful frosted, like roan buckskin, gorgeous boy. He's large, but he is nothing compared to his brother, who is actually an entire pound more, weighs an entire pound more than he does. He has a little like roaning on his cape, but nothing like the buck behind him. So first she had 2 bucks, and then she had 2 does. Now the bucks are obviously, like I said, buckskin, and the 2 does are her mini me's. I mean, look, it's Butterfly. She's all gold with a white pole, all gold with a white pole, all gold except for a little white spot on her side. Now the thing is, I'm not quite sure who is polled. I don't think anyone in this group is polled. I'm trying to figure it out. I've been, normally it's really obvious, but I don't know. Looking at like a goat to see if they're polled, typically they have like a swirl if they're horned. She's got a little bit of a swirl going on. It's hard to believe that out of 4, none would be polled, because Butter is polled. But I'm still figuring it out. A lot of times also, if they have horns, you cannot move the skin where the horns would be coming in at. And that's not working well for me, because they don't like it when I do that. So I'm just really going by the swirls. So now that guy I know for sure is not polled, because he was basically born with buds. So he's going to have to be disbudded like really soon. This guy, I don't feel the buds. So he might be polled, but I see a swirl. So, it's hard. Anyways, normally I'm really good at telling if they're polled or not. This time I'm not. So whatever, it's fine. I'm a little sleep deprived, but there's a reason for that. So Butterfly had these kids, and they're hilarious. And she's a big doe. They like to jump over her. Anyways, Butterfly, Isabella, and Mirabella were all due on February 5th, and Butterfly went on Tuesday, February 6th, around 3:30. And that's when she dropped the first kid. Very quiet kidder, Butterfly is. She made hardly any noise at all, and had them so easily. It was like nothing for her. She's just an amazing doe. Now, if you are looking for production, this may be one of a really good one to get a hold of. So, as a first freshener, Butterfly earned her milk start in all 3 categories last year, which means she got her milk start in volume. And she is bred to Blessings at HT Legends Are Made, who also is a Star B. So that means she's got her volume, he's got his Star B. That makes these bucklings automatic Star Bs. So this guy has been sold. This is the beauty of getting on a reservation list with us. If you are the first one on a reservation list for this particular, if for a particular pairing, if you tell me what you really want, like in our particular of the pairing, you get you get first choice. And so they wanted a buck out of Butterfly, And so they got first choice between the two bucks. Now, they agree. It was a very hard decision because he's so beautiful with his roan cape, but he is such a big hoss. I mean, and I tend to really like the big boys. He was acting like a buck like 2 hours after he was born. He knows he's a buck. I mean, I think he's going to be a phenomenal buck. But there's also some really nice volume milk production behind them. And so that also is a big deal. So if you are looking for a buck and you are not on a reservation list, please contact me, because that is the beauty of getting on this list. I had someone that actually really wanted that roan buckling, and they did not get him because they were not on the list and first, and so it just goes to show you how beneficial it can be. Even if you don't know if you really are going to want or need a buck at the time, it's just a good idea to get on a list. That does not, our reservation list, you do not have to pay anything to be on it, and it is so it's free, and you're under no obligation. I mean, you just say no, not at this time. It's not a big deal. I just like to have names so I know who to contact, and I'm pretty good about doing that the night of the birth. Now, if it's a really late night, you will not hear from me, but you will later. So typically our reservation list, you are on it, and I give you 48 hours for the most part to make a decision once I contact you and you have contacted me back. If you don't contact me back within 48 hours, and typically it's on like Facebook Messenger, I can tell if you've seen my message. I will just move on to the next person on the list, or I will offer them up for sale on our Facebook page and website. So as of now, we know that Caden wanted to retain a doeling. He does not know for sure which one, but I have a feeling it's gonna be that one. She seems to just kind of strike his fancy. I think it would be hard on both. Now, both bucks have brown eyes, and I believe this little doeling has brown, but she has blue eyes. It's really hard to tell right now in the light that they're in, but she's got blue eyes, and she looks just like her mother. So I have a feeling that's why he would keep her. Caden loves butterfly. Like, that's just all there is to it. This one is so cute and beautiful, and she's got these little furry cheeks, and I just cannot get enough of them. The little does are just always so sweet, and the bucks are too, and this is no exception. They're all fluffy and gaining weight, and I mean, Butter is, quads, it's not easy, but she's doing very well, so I'm not worried at all. But we are checking weights. That you have to do that. It's always a good idea. It doesn't matter if they're a first freshener or if they're a 5F. You need to be checking the weights of your kids to make sure milk is coming, they're getting it, and they're not like dry nursing, because dry nursing is a thing. So anyways, but yeah, they're all doing really great. So that is Hill Valley Butterfly Effect 1-star M paired with Blessings at HT Legends Are Made Star B. And next we have Hill Valley Isabella 3-star M and her beautiful babies, and they are right behind her. So I'm going to show you guys Isabella's kids. And here they are. The one standing is the little doeling, and the one laying is the little buckling. Both. Isabella is really wanting in the spotlight here. It's really hard to see on the video, but the little doeling has brown moon spots, like really dark, you can see them there, moon spots. She is beautifully blue-eyed, and like her sire, super long and just really, really dairy. You can just tell already just the length of body that's on this doe. Same with the buckling, and he is actually going to be a pet for someone. He's already pretty much sold as of now. I do not have confirmation yet, but I'm pretty safe to say he's sold. If not, he will, just because he's moon spotted all over. And so anyways, they are just stunning. They're both blue-eyed, and neither one are polled, so they'll have to be disbudded because neither of the parents are polled. Ain't that right, Isabella? So she is just checking me out. This is really the first time I've actually got to sit with them, just because, I mean, Butterfly went that afternoon, and then they came, that evening, Tuesday, and then yesterday I worked, came home, did chores, and then all the attention was for Mirabella. We did weigh them, and we moved them over here, but that's all the human interaction they've had so far. That is not normal, so they will get all the love and attention, of course, that they deserve. Yes. And they're just beautiful. Isabella keeps trying to get into the camera. But yeah, she's... Hello! But yeah, it's small in here, but it's perfect size for like, them. And, it keeps the heat in. Again, here's one of our heat lamps that I was talking about. And yeah, if she's anything like either of her parents, she will be so sweet. Now, Isabella is the daughter of our late Lily. And so she's pretty special. It's really all we have left of Lily, other than Alice. Alice, her grandmother, was Lily. This little girl is really interesting. Isabella and any of Lily's line throw the dark with frosted ears, frosted muzzle, and normally the body is frosted, but hers isn't. Hers is solid black with those dark moon spots. So it's rather interesting the way she looks. I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to retain her just to see what she can do, but I don't know. So as of now, I believe we have a buck for sale. I know 2 does for sale, 2 doelings, a buckling and 2 doelings. So they will be put on the website as soon as possible, and we will start advertising. And that is Isabella, bred to Vista Oaks recall. She did good. And lastly are Mirabella's 2 little does. She had twin does yesterday evening, which was February 7th. And she let us get chores done, and she started pushing out these beautiful girls. Aren't they so cute? This one looks just like her. She's gold with, seems like the little stripes down from her eyes. And this one is like I don't know. I need to talk to my friend Rachel at Evie's Hilltop Blessings, because she's like a round chocolate, but I feel like there's some sort of pattern because both of them have a stripe, a dorsal stripe. So anyways, they are just absolutely gorgeous. Now, I know one will be available for sure. I don't know if both of them will be. I really don't know. That is a Caden decision. Likely, they will both be available, I think was the plan. But, sorry. Mirabella has been doing so well. But Mirabella has been doing so well. I was really worried about her when we would check her ligaments. She would get all like jumpy and bouncy, and she didn't like me checking her ligaments. I was worried how it would be getting kids on her udder, and she has just turned out to be a really excellent mother. Excuse me. She's a first freshener. So she is the second first freshener of the year. We have 4 total that, well, actually we have possibly more like 6 first fresheners this year. But she is the second one, and clearly she got the memo that she's supposed to do well and have some little girls for us. But they're doing really good. Clearly one is much bigger than the other. She is just a hoss, aren't ya? They're new and they're like, what is this? And she is a little bit smaller, but they're both gorgeous. They're unfolding. You can't really tell much, but I can tell you the rumps on them look really nice. So anyways, that is, and you can see when she moves, that rump flattens out, and it just, I don't know, it's an improvement. It really is. We strive for better, and you breed for better. You need to be getting better than what the dam even is, and so we're hopeful. These are Primrose Hill M. Archimedes Star B daughters, and that's something he likes to do, is fix rumps, which we're grateful, because it's not exactly an easy thing to do. It's easier to fix an udder than it is to fix a bone structure. So anyway, as you can see, they are just beautiful, aren't you? And again, I know the lighting is not the greatest in here. At least we don't have the red bulbs like we used to. We have the white bulb for the heat lamps. And if you're curious about what heat lamps we use, I don't like having heat lamps on. It's just not my thing. However, they're a necessary evil, in my opinion. And so we only use what we think is the most safe. Now, no heat lamp is safe. I can never sit here and tell you without a shadow of a doubt, these will never mess up. They will never cause a fire in our barn. I can't say that. I wish I could, but I can't. However, if you're curious about what they're called, they're the Prima heat lamp from Premier One. I also have it on good authority. I heard recently you can get them on Amazon. So there you go. We have, I believe, 4 now. They're quite expensive. They're not cheap, but they're not built cheap. And I'll spend some money for the safer version of a heat lamp. They also don't put out as much heat as the old style heat lamps. So as you can see, it's a lot lower, like in comparison to Mirabella here. I mean, she's standing right under it. She has to duck her head to get under it. But that's the beauty of these, that they are safe enough where you can do that. But again, do your research and due diligence. Figure out, what is a safe option for you. We try not to overload the system, the electricity, but we do have, and excuse all the cardboard, that's been up since our really, really cold, frigid nights. We have a 3-way on here because I have my extension cords hanging down, and the 3-way allows me to use my hair dryer if they need it. And so, like the smaller little doe last night, she kept licking her and she would get dry by me, and then she would lick her and get wet again. And so she started kind of shivering. I got the hair dryer out, plugged it into my 3-way there, and it worked like a charm. It warms them up, dries them off, and then they feel better, once they're not like shivering again. So, and that's something else, it is cold. It's not terrible. It could be way worse. This is like a springtime tease. But it is chilly, especially in the barn. Like, it's a lot warmer out there in the sunlight. But in the barn, it's a little cool, so we do have the heat lamps on still, just for support. And hopefully we won't need them much longer, because our next kiddings will be in May, and hopefully warmer days. So that's better next door. And that is Sweet Hill Valley Mimo Mirabella. So that is the first part of our kidding season 2024 in our wrapped up. And so in all, we had 6 does bred for this time of year. We lost Lily and her kids. And then, of course, we had Maddie, and then Butter, Isabella, and Mirabella. And this week, I knew it would be tiring and sleep deprivation and all that. And so it's been a little hard, but we're done, and everyone is healthy, and now we just get to enjoy the kids and grow them out and milk the does and plan what we hope will be a successful year for us. We're obviously watching the does that we have bred for May and even June. And I have actually added a doe. Did not plan to breed this doe, and so I guess I will do something about her being bred, because she's on day 28 and has not went back into heat. So I'm going to sit here and say it's pretty safe to say she has settled, and that's exciting. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for every like, every comment, every question. It's very helpful with our channel. Thank you for every thumbs up. So I ask, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe and hit that notification bell as well. And also give us a thumbs up. It really helps our channel grow. So thank you guys so much for watching. And until we see you guys again, I hope you have an awesome Goat Field day.